if your goal is to prove the new variable works on its own.
It's all about controlled variables.
It is. This trial is laying a foundation. They need a clean slate. And even if you meet all four of these criteria, it doesn't guarantee you're in. There are still comprehensive checks on overall health, organ function, all of it.
That sounds like a long screening process even before the science starts. Which I guess brings us to the timeline itself. Here's where it gets really interesting. Because the source describes the cycle as very long.
And that might be an understatement. It really is. We're talking about a major commitment. Once you're accepted, you enter this multi-stage cellular process that happens entirely outside your body.
So walk us through it. What's step one?
Step one starts the clock. They harvest the patient's raw material, which is peripheral blood mononuclear cells, PBMNCs.
So just from a blood draw.
Essentially, yes, they're specific immune cells from the blood. It means they can avoid more invasive things like bone marrow extraction, which is a huge plus.
That's a big deal. Okay, so they have the PBMNCs. What's the next step in the lab?
This is the most challenging part. Step two is inducing and differentiating those cells into pluripotent stem cells.
Basically turning them back into a blank slate.
A blank slate, yes, and then giving them very specific instructions to become the dopamine-producing neural cells that are needed. It's like turning back time on a cell and then giving it a new career.
That sounds incredibly complex.
It is, and this is where that 6-month timeline really starts to add up. Because the third step, the final check before surgery, is assessing the survival rate of those new cells.
What happens if they don't meet the standard?
Well, the sources suggest that if the cells don't survive or differentiate correctly, the process for that patient, it likely ends there. They have to meet these incredibly stringent quality metrics.
And only if they pass that test.
Only then do they proceed to step 4, implantation.
And the whole thing, from blood draw to potential implantation, is a minimum of 6 months.
A minimum! And that's if everything goes perfectly. But we should put that in a wider context.
Right, because the 6 months is just the lab work.